Yeah, we gotta cut it off, man. It's that time. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. This your boy Tank be chopping. Back with another haircut video. As y'all can see, man, we doing a major transformation. I haven't cut my client's hair in about 8-9 months. I don't know, it's been a minute. I was just giving him a taper for a while, but then he decided to grow it all out. But then he decided to come back and cut it all off. So that's basically what we're doing on this haircut. You know what I'm saying? It's hot outside. He wanted a buzz cut. So that's what we're doing. So as you can see, I am taking my clippers. These are the compact low pros. I got my number 6 guard on there. He really wasn't sure what number he wanted to do. I think he wanted it lower than this, but I talked him into doing the 6 just because I didn't want it to be, you know, something like a really big jump. Obviously, it still is going to be a big jump. However, I talked him into doing a number 6 guard on top, and then we're going to do a number 4 on the sides. Taper him up, line up the beard, you know, give him the whole transformation, right? So as you can see here, I am taking that number 6 guard once again on the Babyliss Low Pro FX clippers. FYI, if y'all want to purchase these, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. Use my discount code TANK10 on that website and save yourself some money. But we're going over the top once again, and since his hair was so long and his hair's growing all wacky right now, you want to make sure that you're going over the top. Different angles, you know what I'm saying? You got to come in different directions, come against the grain, across the grain, with the grain. Just go over it a lot of times in different angles and directions. That way you can actually get it down to the desired length. And once that was done, I slapped my number 4 guard once again on the compact low pros, and I'm taking the sides down with a number 4. So that's basically what we're doing here. Getting all this hair down. You know, I actually showed him a clip of the hair on the back still. Like I turned him towards the mirror and he saw it. I was trying to see if I could talk him into keeping a mullet, but he didn't want the mullet. So we went ahead and said, all right, cool, we'll do the full taper all the way around. So that's what I'm doing here, just taking that number 4 guard and just taking it all down to that length. You know what I'm saying? I personally like for my sides to be a little shorter when I'm doing tapers. Some people don't. Some people like all the same length. Some people, you know, it's to each his own, really. But, you know, if people ask me, I tell them go a little shorter on the sides for the taper. But nonetheless, man, as you can see, once again, going over the sides with that number 4 guard just to get it, you know, all down to that length. Once that is done, I am taking the compact low pro trimmer, setting in my initial bald guideline. As you can see, I'm putting it in like a half circle type shape. That way I can preserve some of that C cup. Now I'm gonna follow that up with the shaver. And once that is done, I'm gonna go into doing some blending work. This is my number 3 guard closed. And we're just doing a little bit of down fading right here, just debulking more of this area, basically blending it into the number 4 guard, just so we can get it all down to that length, right? Now what I'm doing here is I have my clipper all the way open, setting in my next section, following this same shape. Once again, we're following this shape because I want to preserve some of that C cup. That way I can give them a nice sharp C cup line. We are going to add some enhancements later on as well, and that's just because it's a big transformation. I wanted it to be a big look, right? But as you can see here, I'm adjusting my lever closed, little by little, working my way down the more I close my lever. Once that is done, I'm gonna take my number 1 guard, lever open, come up another section, and once again, guys, I'm following that same shape. That way we can preserve some of that hairline. That way it just looks a little nicer when we hit that C cup. And then we're gonna close our lever and come try to attack that bottom line in that section. Here is my 2 guard open, blending into that number 3 that I did earlier. Just trying to clean all that up, and then we are going to close that number 2 guard, come right below that. Once again, still trying to clean up some of these dark areas. And y'all see me go behind the ear a lot, and I don't personally like when it looks bulky behind the ear, so that's why y'all see me going behind the ear with more than just 1 guard. And once that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and take that 1.5 guard, do a little bit of cleanup work. As you can see, the 1 guard open didn't blend perfectly into that 2, so I'm cleaning that up with my 1.5 guard. And then we're gonna clean up this last line at the bottom with the half guard. And I typically come in with the half guard halfway open and then just adjust it as needed. Sometimes it may be open, sometimes it may be having to adjust it closed, but I come in with it halfway open at first. Now that we got that taper in there, as y'all can see, I'm gonna go ahead and start lining up my client on this side of the haircut. We're hitting that C cup, trying to give him a nice curve. You know, like I told y'all earlier, we wanted to preserve that area, and as you can see, since we did preserve it, we can actually see that C cup look nice and sharp. Then we're gonna move on to the front lineup. I start off in the middle of my client's head, setting an initial, I don't want to say bald line, but setting an initial line for the edge up, and then we work our way over to the vertical bar, and then we start attacking the vertical bar and the front edge up and try to make them meet at a point without having to push anything back. Now sometimes you are gonna have to push the client back a little bit just to make it sharp, but that's with every edge up. Every edge up is technically a pushback, so don't let people tell you you're pushing too far back unless you're really taking off a lot of hair, right? But you know if you're taking off too much hair. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the beard. Now some people don't even line up the top of the beard, they just hit it with the razor, but I like hitting it with the trimmer first just so I can see how it's gonna look. And then we're gonna clean them up underneath the chin area on the neck, get a nice sharp line going that way as well. Hit up the back of the beard as well. That way, you know, the beard just looks nice, sharp, cleaned up, as nice as we can have it. He is gonna keep some length on the beard, however, we are gonna cut it down. I believe we're gonna take a number 4 guard to the beard, so, you know, we are gonna keep some length, but we're also gonna trim it down as well. But y'all let me know what y'all think about these tools so far, man. I've been rocking with these tools for a minute, and I enjoy using them. Now we're blending in the beard clipper open, adjusting our way closed, and then now we're taking the beard down. I want to say this is number 4. It could be something a little bigger, but I think it was my number 4 if I remember correctly. Now that is done, I'm gonna take my 2 guard and then my 1.5 guard to blend that beard in a little better. And then here is my 1 guard lever open, taking the mustache down. 9 times out of 10, I do a 1.5 or 1 guard lever open on the mustache just to take it down. I think that's a good length for most mustaches. And then we're gonna go in and line him up behind the ear and over the ear. Typically I do this when I line my client up, but for whatever reason, I just didn't do it on this haircut, so I'm doing it now. Since I already have the majority of this side of the haircut done, this will help give me somewhat of a final look, and it kind of lets me know what's going on this side of the haircut, lets me see where I need to do any detail work, lets me see if I need to do some more lineup work. So I like to punch in the whole side of the lineup of a client once I'm done blending it, because like I told y'all before in previous videos, it just helps give me a more overall finished look. And for me, that's gonna let me know where I need to detail, so that's why I like to do that. But now that is done, we're gonna move on to the back side of this haircut. I did do the opposite side, however, I did the same exact steps. And then really, I'm doing the same exact steps on the back as well, but I just wanted to show y'all me taper the back, because a lot of times I don't show y'all how I get down on the back, right? So setting the bald guideline with the trimmer, follow that up with the shaver, clipper open, we blended that out. Now we're going in with our 1 guard lever open, and then we're gonna proceed to blend that out by closing our lever. And then once that is done, we're gonna take the 2 guard open. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, sometimes the back is a little harder to blend because the way the hair wants to grow. So sometimes you're gonna have to attack the back a little differently, like come at it at different angles. But you know, once you figure that out, you'll be all right. So this is my 2 guard open closed, and then my 3 guard blending into that number 4 that we did on the side of my client's hair. And technically we've done all our steps except for our 1.5 and our half guard, so that's what we're gonna be doing now. This is my 1.5 guard closed. And then you can adjust your lever if you feel it's necessary. And then here is my half guard halfway open. And then we're just gonna adjust it either open or closed depending on what we feel needs to be done on this section of the haircut. All right, now that we got the haircut done, we're gonna go ahead and add some enhancements. This is my favorite barber enhancement gun and enhancement color. Once again, that's my favorite barber. You can purchase this at fwbarbersupply.com. Once again, use that discount code TANK10 on that website. But as you can see, I'm just adding enough enhancements to make it look sharper, make it look a little cleaner and not look fake. I know enhancements get a bad name because everyone says they use it to cover up mess ups or they use it to give someone a fake hairline. As y'all can see, his hairline is there. I just wanted to look a little darker, and then he's got a little light patches in his beard, so I just wanted him to look a little darker just so it can give him, you know, just so he can look a little better and feel a little better, right? I wasn't covering up any mistakes. I just used it to enhance the haircut. And now that we got that done, we're gonna use our razor. This is the Masaki Shears razor holder. The katana, I think is what it's called. So they have two katanas, one with without the tang, or not the tang, but the one, it's like, how can I explain it? As y'all can see, it only has one piece to it, and most razor blade holders have two. So they have one like this. I like this one a lot, and they have like a traditional style one. So if y'all want to purchase this, you can go to masakishears.com. I believe my discount code is Tank15 on that website, so y'all can check that out as well if y'all want to purchase this razor blade holder along with the razor blades. I am using the Masaki Shears razor blades as well. But as you can see, we basically just going over everything that we did with the trimmers to get these lines to pop. Remember, stretch that skin. And as you can see, I like to take shorter strokes. I know some people take like long strokes and they like do everything at once. Me personally, I feel like shorter strokes just works better for me. So that's what I do when I'm lining people up with the razor. And then we're gonna hit up this front lineup with that blade. Make sure everything is nice, sharp, and on point. And check it out, man. Once again, this is how my client came into the shop looking. This is the before look. As you can see, he has a lot of hair. We had to switch that up. And this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure and subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book there. Also, if you need any discount on tools, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. Use my discount code Tank10 to save yourself some money. But once again, guys, let me know what y'all think about this haircut. I personally feel like I got down this haircut. I feel like I hooked him up with a nice taper. Big transformation cut, but still looks nice, still looks clean. Once again, y'all let me know what y'all think about this cut down in the comments. If you're new, like and subscribe. And that's basically it, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.